healing process.
It is being recorded. Thank you very much.
I never did that.
Oh, is that you, Alicia?
It is.
Have you got your keys with you?
Why?
Alicia Keys. Sorry, you'll get used to this. It's that's before about
and Alicia's Attic and Alicia Dixon.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you're third on the list, so that it could be anybody there. I got it right. You were third on the list. And
your dry English humor.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's not dry, Bruce. It's humour. It's not what the Americans have.
And the thing is, you see, the thing is, Alicia, if you don't laugh, the jokes do get worse.
Oh, that's fine. I can come out with some belters, but I don't really want to embarrass myself.
No, well, it's before 9 o'clock, so there you go.
And England's playing today, by the way.
Watershed.
Yeah.
Watershed.
Yeah.
Just remember you're being recorded now.
Yeah.
It is. Thank you, Bruce.
Keep it pleasant, please. Keep it polite.
Okay, I'm going to mute everybody now, Neil. So if you want the welcomes, okay.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Peter. So, yeah, as we said before, welcome, Alicia. Sounds like you're from our neck of the woods. And we've got Adua, Adai as well. Welcome. Just work through this list. And Andy Borthwick, welcome, Andy. Nice to see you again. Alzar, one of our esteemed colleagues from the UK and Ireland leadership team. Nice to see you again, Alzar. Barbara Johnson, all the way from Florida. Thanks for joining us, Barbara. We're going to get some of your heat next week, by all accounts. It's going to get hot. Nice to see you again, Bruce, and Chandra Sharma. Welcome, Ellen Isaacs and Frank Schools. Nice to see you again. It's going to be a fairly swift presentation again tonight. Just to recap what we usually do on the guest webinars, the format's fairly similar. All the questions and answer sessions afterwards are for guests only, just to concentrate, because this webinar is especially for guests and people who are looking at this for the first time. Mark Booth from the States, welcome, Mark. And Mike Frost. Mohammed Sharif is in the house. Welcome, Mohammed. Mo Calzi, nice to see you again, Mo. We've not seen you for a while. Joanna Lingner, Joanna, welcome again. And Alan, all the way from Cape Town. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Numbers are coming up. Paddy's in already, as you've seen. One of our UK and Ireland leadership team guys, as is Paul Angus.
Good evening, Neil. Good to see you. How are you?
Hello, Paul. You well?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah.
Good. You sold any classic cars today?
I haven't sold anything today. Not a single car. But I might be selling 2 tomorrow, so fingers crossed. I have 2 appointments. Fingers crossed.
Right, so if mine goes missing off the drive, I'll know you sold it.
Yeah.
Good. And Rankin Tellus. I hope I've got that right, Rankin. It's either tells or tell us. I'm sure you'll tell us if it's wrong. Sorry about that. Ruth Pace, nice to see you. Welcome again. Scotty Leesburg and Tanya ONPASSIVE. Once again, nice to see you again, Tanya. Tim Dillon, as always, thanks for coming, Tim, nice to see you. Tony Monk, we've got the numbers have crept up to over 30 now. I think that's just about it. And we've got Victor. Victor, Ogan Maladi, nice to see you again, Victor, one of our UK and Ireland leadership team. So yeah, getting back to the format, we're going to have a slide presentation, which Redfern is going to do. Most of you have probably on here will have listened to Red's presentations before. They are very different to the others. The slide presentations give us something to look at and digest. And in fact, as we go through the presentation, we do actually find that quite a number of people's questions that they would normally have are answered as they go through, because there's a lot of information in there. So Red's slide presentation usually lasts between 20, 25, 30 minutes tops, and then we have our Q&A session, which, like I say again, is purely for the guests. We have a founders Q&A night specifically on Mondays, so if we could just keep the Q&As to the guests, that would be great.
I think today, Neil, we're not going to have the Q&A at the end of it, because apparently there's a football match or something going on that we've got to get to. So we are inviting people. We're inviting people to ask for in the chat area. We can send them a copy of this presentation so that they can go back over it again. And if you have got any questions, get back with the person who has invited you to this presentation today, because we really do want to get off to watch the football, because it's unprecedented waters we're in right now. The semi-finals of the European Cup, never been there before, so we need to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice one. So, do we want to wait a few more minutes for a few more people, Red, or do we get cracking?
No, we'll get cracking. We're 7 minutes past now, so we'll crack on.
Okie doke. And
okay. Thanks very much, Neil. And Peter's going to be doing the slides behind the scenes here for us as well. This is a guest webinar, and my name is Redfern. I'm 57 and I'm a chef by trade. Just goes to show that this opportunity, which we're going to share with you today, is for absolutely everybody. And it's actually one of the questions that people ask me on numerous occasions is, can anybody do it? I'm actually going to just turn my video off, because my internet connection is not fantastic here, and I want you to concentrate on what I'm saying. So can anybody join ONPASSIVE? Yep, absolutely anybody. Any age, any qualifications, anything like that. You do not need any of them. All you have to do is to be of legal age to own a business, and that in the UK is 16. It depends on your country, but it's between 16 and 18. So anybody can join. Another question I get asked on numerous occasions is ONPASSIVE legal? Well, it is 100% legal. It was first registered all the way back in November of 2018 in the United States, Orlando, Florida, as an SSL company. Subsequently, we've actually just been registered as well in Hyderabad, high-tech city, India, which I'll go into in a bit in a moment, in January this year as a limited company. This gives us the legal right to operate anywhere on the globe as an informational technology company. And also, just as a side note, the name onpassive.com has been registered for 10 years as well. And the last thing that people always ask me is, how actually does ONPASSIVE make its money, and how is that going to benefit me? Quite simply, right at this moment, we are looking for founders to join us on this journey. When we launch to the world, which is going to be very, very shortly, we are going to be a customer-based business. This is customers physically buying our digital products and services, paying money for them, and in return, the company and you will get commissions from these customers buying these digital products and services. So it's as simple as that. Okay, so let's get on with the job in hand and the UK and Ireland ONPASSIVE slide presentation. So what is it exactly we're going to learn in this webinar tonight? We're going to learn what ONPASSIVE is. We're going to have a look at the person in charge, the guy who came up with the idea of ONPASSIVE. We're going to have a quick look at the ONPASSIVE products and why we actually do need these products right now in the internet space. We'll have a quick look at the current opportunity available, which is the one you're normally used to seeing, and why we are so different. And more specifically, which is exactly what this presentation is for, What are the benefits of the founder opportunity? So what exactly is ONPASSIVE? Well, for a start, it's a very, very real business. We have 2 physical offices, one in Florida there on the right-hand side. This is where our CEO is. This is in Orlando, Florida. And the other one there is in a place called Hyderabad, India. High-tech city. This is the Silicon Valley of India. This is where all the IT companies are there already. The likes of Google, Microsoft, Apple, just to name a couple, all have a presence in Hyderabad, high-tech city in India. And we have got an office there. As I said, we are an informational technology business that has artificial intelligence at its source. We have bricks and mortar assets, as you can see there. And we are a complete online business solution. Now, the offices in India, this is where all of our developers, technicians, support staff, and absolutely everybody that is needed to have an online presence is based. These guys were around about 500 to 600 strong now. They produce and develop proprietary products and services only for ONPASSIVE. Yes, you will see stuff that is very similar to what you see online now, but everything to do with ONPASSIVE has been built from the ground up. So as you can see there, that bottom right hand side picture is the picture of our offices in Hyderabad. If you want to, you can go onto Google and you can put in ONPASSIVE onto the satellite image, and you can actually zoom in to have a look at our offices there as well. It's been completely revamped, 6 stories of absolute loveliness to a very high standard. And there's a quick map there on the left-hand side as well to give you an idea of what high-tech city looks like. So who exactly is the person then behind ONPASSIVE? Well, he's a guy called Ashmit Farah. He is the founder, the CEO, the visionary. He's the guy who came up with the idea of ONPASSIVE. He's a family man with wife and kids, and he's got 20 years of online business experience under his belt in his own right. He's been extremely successful online. And when I mean it's successful, I'm talking about millions of dollars successful, not only for himself, but also for businesses that he has worked for. He is extremely good at the one thing that eludes so many people, and that is driving traffic, having physical eyes on your products. Now, one of the things that because he was so good at driving traffic, one of the things that he found was he was very good at it, but he couldn't replicate what he was doing with other people. He thought this was very, very unfair, that 3% that always seemed to make it online. And he wanted to develop something that gave every single person a level playing field. That means the likes of me, you, housewives, absolutely everybody had a fair shot of making a residual income online. So he had this idea of a company. He went online looking around for a company that would facilitate his needs. He couldn't find one, so he decided, you know something, I'm going to go and build one myself. So he went back to college, got himself a Masters of Informational Technology and E-commerce in MIT, and he also went back to Harvard for a small period of time, specifically to learn about online business creation. And back in July of 2018, hey presto, ONPASSIVE was born. So we're going to have a quick look at the ONPASSIVE products and services. But before we get into it, I just want to explain to you exactly what ONPASSIVE is and why we are so different from everything that you see online now. With ONPASSIVE, everything is 100% automated, done for you. This means that you do not have to do anything at all. So there is no recruiting or converting of leads, because ONPASSIVE is physically going to do it all for you, because we are paying the company to do it. They're also going to drive guaranteed traffic to our businesses. Not only is it going to be normal traffic, it's actually going to be a thing called targeted traffic, and I'll get into that in a moment. It is completely self-funding. With ONPASSIVE, we only pay out of pocket twice. Once to become a founder, and then the second time we pay out of pocket is when we activate our account on launch to the world. Now I'll get into that in a moment as well. With ONPASSIVE, you will have every imaginable tool for your success included in this price, all easy accessible in one place. because we have no copycat tech or recycled tech, because everything in Hyderabad has been built for us. It is proprietary and it is only for ONPASSIVE. And the best of all is it comes at the lowest price anywhere on the globe. So let's have a look at some of the products. Now here in front of you, you've got 20. These are 20 of our products and services that we have at the moment with ONPASSIVE. We're actually going to have over 50, but this is just to give you an idea of what we have in ONPASSIVE. And at your leisure, you can pop over to onpassive.com and you can click on any of these products. You can then research them. You can read the FAQs, what each one is going to do for you online. Now, we'll just pick out a couple just to go over it. The top left-hand corner one there, and that is Academy. This is our e-learning center. So if you're a college, school, university, a business, or an individual, and you have a course that you want other students or people to do, you'd put it on Academy. In the UK, there's one very similar, which we all know, called Open University. You'll put it on Academy, and then the people can come and go, do the course as they wish. And once it's been completed, you would then get a certificate from the college, university, or business for completing that course. Also, you'll get a completion certificate from ONPASSIVE for doing it. Not only that as well, with Academy, you can do live teachings as well, using our own Zoom platform called OConnect. That is all integrated together. And one of the other things as well we're going to have there is OStaff. That's the top right-hand corner there. That's our HR department. So everything to do with human resources, so clocking in, clocking out, payrolls, VAT returns, tax returns, etc., etc. Everything you would expect for your HR department is there as well. You as a founder get all of these products and services for this one-time out-of-pocket payments. You do not pay individually. The customers will, but you as a founder have this all included in the one price. It really is amazing. These are online digital products and services that are in high demand right now. We estimate, by looking at the market cap of each individual product and service that ONPASSIVE has right now, that 4.4 billion people are actively using one of our products and services right now online. We are going to be one of the largest online digital companies, okay, even before we have launched, because of these products and services. So we are looking at taking market share off some of the biggest names in the internet. The likes of Google, the likes of Zoom, Gmail, GoDaddy, just to name a few of the people that we will be taking market share from. They are big, big names. So you're probably thinking, well, why would I move from these companies that I used already online, and why would I move across to ONPASSIVE? Can I have the next slide, please, Pete? Okay, one of the reasons is because all of our products and services are have been designed from the bottom up. They are revolutionary, they are new, and they are easier to use. Now, if you cast your mind back to the early days of the internet, okay, none of these names were around, were they? If you were looking at search engines, you'd be using AOL, you'd be using Astra Vista, you'd be using Ask Jeeves, etc. So why has Google taken over from these companies? There was nothing wrong with what they were doing before, but Google came along. What they did was they made it better, easier to use, and more affordable. And that is why everybody uses Google now, because it's easier to use. The same with Gmail. Before that, there was other mail platforms. Gmail came along. What they did was they looked at what the marketplace was. They made it easier to use. They revamped to them, and they made it specific for Gmail. The same with GoDaddy. They made it easier to use to be able to get a domain name. And here we are now with GoDaddy. What ONPASSIVE is doing is they have built all their proprietary products and services so that they are easier to use, they are better designed, they have more artificial intelligence woven into it, they are easy shareable, HD pictures all over the place as well. And the best of it all is it was the lowest price that you will find anywhere on the globe. Now you're already saying, well, I don't pay for any of these. If that's the case, why is Google a multi-billion-dollar company? Why is Gmail a multi-billion-dollar company? Why is Zoom a multi-billion-dollar company? Because they monetize their products and services, and they do this by advertising. ONPASSIVE will be doing exactly the same with their products and services. Okay, this is called traffic. Now I'm going to get into the traffic side of things in a minute. The other main important thing that we will be doing that sets us apart from all of these other companies is we will physically be paying you, the founder, to use our products and services. Now, I can't remember the last time I went searching on Google and they paid me to do it. I can't remember the last time I used Zoom and they paid me to do it. In fact, the company pay Zoom to have a room that holds 20,000 people in excess of $8,000 every single month. With ONPASSIVE, you pay one price for unlimited. Every single product and service of ONPASSIVE is unlimited for this one price. Absolutely amazing. Now, remember I talked about traffic. Traffic is the number one thing that you will have on, or will make a difference online or offline for that matter. So what exactly is traffic? Now, I'll give you an example of what traffic is. You have two restaurants, both exactly the same chef, same staff, same layout. They look exactly the same, but one is housed in a busy shopping centre and the other one is round the corner up a back street. Now, which one do you think is going to do better? The one round the back street or the one in a busy shopping mall? Well, obviously, it's the one in the busy shopping centres, isn't it? Because they've got footfall going past their business day in, day out, because people are there shopping for other things. They get hungry. Guess what? They're looking for a restaurant. This is another name for traffic. Okay. In the internet marketing space, we call it clicks. So for me to have the same opportunity to get the same amount of traffic past my business up a back street, I had to advertise. And online, I pay for this advertising. Not only do I pay for the advertising, but I want targeted traffic. That means I want people who are actively looking for one of my products. So if I'm a restaurant, I want customers who are looking for a restaurant in my area that is specific to what I do. ONPASSIVE is exactly the same. We will target people who are actively looking for one of our products and service. This is called targeted traffic. Now, this happens every single day right now without you probably even knowing it, but I'll give you an example. If you go on to eBay or Amazon and you put in a washing machine, for instance, okay, and you might buy the washing machine or you might not buy a washing machine. But if you then go back onto any platform, so if you went onto Facebook or YouTube or any multimedia platform, again, guess what happens? All down that right-hand side, you've got adverts. What are those adverts of? Washing machines. It's almost like, how did they know I was looking for a washing machine? Well, this is artificial intelligence. They know what you are looking for. ONPASSIVE has exactly the same technology. We've redefined it. We've made it more specific for use. As soon as a customer starts typing it in a word, our AI intelligence knows where that person is heading and they can target them instantly with one of our products and service. And one of the ways we're going to do this is by using video marketing. Yes, we're going to use all the other forms as well. We're going to use TV, we're going to use radio, we're going to use banner ads, we're going to use emailing, etc., etc. But one of the ways we're going to do is video marketing. We're going to use high quality broadcast of videos, intelligent formats, easy user friendly interface that's fantastically easy to share, And again, we're going to prioritize target audience. And the reason we're going to use these is because everybody loves a easy, fantastic video. Everybody, every day, what do they send to each other? Selfies, pictures, everything like this. They love visuals. OnPassive is going to be doing exactly the same. They're going to be giving the customer what they want. And it is as simple as that. So we're expecting the conversion rate is going to be very, very high. And in fact, we estimate within our first year of business, we will have 100 million customers. Right now, at this moment in time, we have got 750,000 founders. You will be less than 1% of OnPassive. How cool is that? Just by joining us as a founder. So let's have a quick recap of exactly where we are with OnPassive and what it's going to do for you. It is a fun solution for any cause. This means that you can use OnPassive for anything you want. You can host your own business on it as long as it is legal and legitimate, or you can use OnPassive as your business. You'll also get immediate payment paid daily if it is in your wallet. There is no qualification period. You don't have to wait for a Friday or once a month or sell so much stuff, etc., etc. We've all been there. With OnPassive, if the money's in your wallet, you can take it there and then. And not only that, you can withdraw it directly into your bank account via cryptocurrency and other means as well, depending on your country. And OnPassive is also going to do all the top marketing automation for you, hands-free. How cool is that? Also going to guarantee visitors and signups to your website using breakthrough products for the automation of your financial freedom. So Richard Branson once said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not so sure you can do it, say yes and then learn how to do it later. Now, the reason we've put this here right now is because the window of opportunity to become a founder is closing very, very shortly. I've just said there is 750,000 founders at the moment. Our CEO has a number in mind, but even if we don't reach that number before we launch, the day that we launch to the public, that is it for founders. And this is going to be happening very, very shortly. Okay, once we launch to the world, that's it. There is no more founders. So what's it going to cost you to become a founder with us in OnPassive? It will cost you $97 US. Okay, this comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee from the company. And if you don't believe me on that as well, you can pay for your position using a Visa or MasterCard. So you're covered under the Visa or MasterCard guarantee as well. So it is a risk-free $97, but because it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not happy at all, you can ask for your money back and we will gladly give it you back and we can part company with no questions asked. There is one more payment that you will have to make, and that is when we launch. This is the second out-of-pocket payment, and at the moment, this will cost you between $200 and $250 US. Once you've paid those, so around $350, there is no more out-of-pocket payments, because the rest of the subsequent payments come from the commissions that the company are going to get the customers for your team. So that's it. 2 payments and you're off and running and you're starting to earn a residual income. So OnPassive is a unique model because we provide a platform to those with no business so that they can become more successful. Okay, it is a fantastic thing to do. If you've got your own business, and sorry, I said no business, I said with a business. If you've got your own business and it is legitimate and legal, you can host it on the OnPassive ecosystem. Not only that, we also have a marketplace where other founders can view your products and services. If you have no business, the likes of me and most of the people here who are founders, we provide to those that have no business or success online, and there is many of us, I can assure you, an online marketing plug and play system that will guarantee your success. Now, I've never come across a company before who have said to me, they are going to guarantee I will be successful with them. There's a lot of companies have given me a lot of promises, but no company has ever said, we will guarantee your success. With ONPASSIVE, they will guarantee your success online because they seek to help to obtain their abundance by using artificial intelligence online. So let's have a little look at the current model and why we are so different. Actually, the current model is very applicable to online and offline, but I'll just run through, and a lot of these things will probably resonate with you anyway. Most things online and offline are based on competition and conflict. We've all been there. There's normally a salesman of the week. You have to hit so many targets to get any bonuses or compensations. And nobody likes having this type of pressure when they are going to work. 97% of things that you see online end up being a scam. You know, you join with a promise. They say, well, if you upgrade to this, you'll have this. So you pay it again. Another month goes by. You pay one more time because they say, oh, just give it another month. You're 3 months down the line. Then you say, oh, you've got to have this. So you buy that. You're 4 or 5 months in. You paid a load of money. And guess what happens? You can't afford it anymore. So you end up leaving. Most things turn into money pits, require selling and recruiting, and we all hate recruiting. How many times have we been to our family and friends and we just don't want to go there again? Separately, there's never any guarantees. Marketers are pitted against each other, and worst of all, the compensation plan is based on your own efforts. With ONPASSIVE, everything is completely different. Everything is based on a mutual benefit. This means the more that I help you, the more you succeed, the more I succeed, but more importantly, the more the company succeed. We are a real business. I showed you the offices. I've showed you our products. They are real. We have a real people behind them who have built them. We have our real people behind our support staff. When we launch to the world, you'll be able to ring up in your own language and talk to somebody. It is self-funding because we will actually pay you to use our products and servicing. You don't have to market because the company are going to do it for us. You don't have to sell because the company are going to do it all for you. 100% automated, hands-free. Included in your price will have every tool needed for your success included. All tools are included in this price as well, so you don't have to buy anything else. It also comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and because marketers only compete against themselves, and the best of it all is it comes with a revolutionary breakthrough compensation plan. How cool is that? And you'll get to know that once you join as a founder. Ashmi Farad once said, everybody in the near future will use something from ONPASSIVE, whether they come for the money or the tools, the benefits, connections, or the communications, they will have a reason to come to ONPASSIVE. And that is so true. 4.4 billion people right now will use one of our products and services. And it is an amazing thing for us to be part of this before we launch to the world. Guys, we have residual bills. So why not make a residual income to pay for those bills? Now, one of the ways we're going to do this is by, remember I told you that every product has artificial intelligence woven into it. This means that every single one of our products and services can be used individually or collectively with each other. Integrated is the new word. Companies are falling over themselves to integrate their products and services together. We will be able to do it from day one when we launch because we have built it that way. The only other company that has done anything similar to this, and this was 20 years ago, was a guy called Bill Gates, Microsoft. He brought the likes of spreadsheets, Word documents, etc., put them all together in one place, and he called it Microsoft Office. Now look at how big Microsoft are right now. We are giving you the opportunity to join us as a founding member of ONPASSIVE now before we launch to the world. Would you jump at the chance of being a founder of Microsoft right now? I certainly would, because I know how big it is. We are giving you that opportunity for $97 to do this right now. So what is ONPASSIVE going to do? It is effortlessly 100% automated, going to build your team and grow your business by providing unlimited rotators, fresh websites, and destination pages that change daily. We're also going to automatically send traffic to these sites, seamlessly review them, convert them, and then join them all under you, so you get the commission. How are we going to do this? By using our artificial intelligence. It's never been done, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So what is the growth of ONPASSIVE? Okay, we started, like I said, in July of 2018. Okay, and by January of 2019, we had around about 10,000 founders. Let's skip forward one whole year to January of 2020, where we have 56,000 founders. Now let's go forward 6 months to the June of 2020, and we're at 90,000. So we've done in 6 months what we did in a whole year. Now go forward 3 months to the September. We've just done in 3 months what we did in 6 months. Then we hit September of 2020 last year, and things started going absolutely crazy. We are bringing in right now around about 2,000 to 3,000 founders every single day. And we're now sat at 753,000 founders. Everybody knows why they are getting in. They are getting in because this is a new opportunity, and the early bird catches the worm. You have got that ability for a $97 price. It has never been heard of before. And the reason it's $97 is because of what I said at the beginning. Our CEO and founder, Ash Mufareh, wants every single person to have the same ability to make a residual income online. It's as simple as that. So he has priced it at $97, which uncannily also is the 97% of people who fail online. How weird is that? Okay, so this next slide here, we've got a picture of a unicorn. And the reason we've got a picture of a unicorn here is to depict what a unicorn company is. Now, for those who don't know what a unicorn company is a company that has a turnover of $1 billion. Okay, there is many out there. All those big names I was on about, the Apples, the Zooms, the Microsofts, Disney, in fact, as well, Facebook, they're all billion-dollar companies. But nobody's ever done it in their first year. ONPASSIVE will not only do it in their first year, we will do it in our first month. No company online or offline has ever become a unicorn company in this short amount of time. Why are we going to be so big? Because we are 753,000 founders right now, and they all become customers as stroke resellers from day one. Like I said, we estimate within our first year, we will have 100 million customers. But what exactly is the advantage of being a founder? Why not wait till we launch? Well, with ONPASSIVE as a founder, you will get exclusive access to the OFounders back office. Within the OFounders back office, there is so much stuff there that you can use right now. You have bespoke links that you can share with other people if you want to. There is a community section in there that you can talk to other like-minded founders. There is old videos and marketing material that you can use as well. There's also emailers, etc., plus a lot more. You'll also get early access to use the products and services before they go live to the rest of the world. You will be beta testing them. You will be trying to break them and rip them to pieces. You'll also be able to give feedback on what's good and what's bad. You'll also get prioritized positioning within the company payment system. Now, this also is separate to your own earning potential. and you'll be part of the member of the inner circle, plus a lot more. To being a founder is an amazing thing. There is founders here already, okay, and they will tell you all the same story. So let's recap what ONPASSIVE is going to do for you. It is 100% on autopilot, going to advertise, market. They're going to get leads and signups. They're going to recruit for you. You don't have to do anything. They're going to build your team. And this is for every and your business opportunity. Yes, everything is automated, and it's all done on our massive ecosystem that we call ONPASSIVE. So seize the moment, guys, and join with us with ONPASSIVE. Your actions now will have an effect on your life and the rest of the people's lives around you in 2 years' time. So make the 97 decision, okay, to become a founder with us online, with ONPASSIVE. It's 100% risk-free because it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's it from me. Thank you very, very much for listening to this. Please get back in contact with the person who has invited you here today to get hold of their registration link and any more information. If you want a copy of this presentation I've just done now, one of the Leadership Council members will put the email in the chat area. Please email that. Please email us on that email, and we will get a copy of this directly to your email. Thanks very much now, and back over to Peter.
Thanks, Red. Well done. It's a great presentation once again. Sorry about the slides at the beginning. Anyway, we have got time for a few questions because we have got 20 minutes before the match. So if anybody wants to ask a question, please unmute yourself, tell us who you are, and ask your question. I'm going to pass it over to Neil. Neil, if you can carry on with that, we'll always sort everything else out.
Okay, Peter. Yeah, that was a great presentation, Red. Just looking through the chat area here, there doesn't appear to be any questions at the moment in the chat area. Like I said, any questions that do come through afterwards, please feel free to whiz them through to us. Questions, of course, are just for guests tonight, with it being a guest webinar. As I said earlier, it is possible that if you are a guest and you're looking at this for the first time, that you've probably had questions as we've gone through, but it's such a detailed and informative webinar, you've probably had one or two questions answered already. I don't know whether anybody else has got anything to add, just in case we get an odd question through. No.
Come on, Paul Angus, unmute yourself, spread the word.
Don't go picking on me, because you know I've always got something to say. I tell you what, as this is a UK and Ireland webinar, most of you and members and guests alike would have seen and watched a program called Dragon's Den, wouldn't you? Everyone knows Dragon's Den. Well, you know, really what Red's covered tonight is a way that we can look at a revolutionary company, and there really isn't anything like ONPASSIVE out there, where ONPASSIVE is going to take care of our future and make it secure. And we've not been secure for actually a long time. And some of you know, I got made redundant last month, 4th of June, which was a real surprise to me because I was actually busy in my job. So it wasn't as if my job had become redundant. They just made me redundant because they blamed COVID and wanted to save costs. Now, you probably know that I'm a very highly motivated person. So I wasn't going to let that stop me. So the little bit of redundancy that they gave me, and I put some to it, I immediately couldn't find a job straight away. So I set myself up in a car sales business. I've got a big background in car sales since a young age. I've worked for 2 very large, big dealerships in the UK, selling sort of on a corporate level. And I just thought, well, you know, let's look at what's out there. And I've been thinking about this targeting, like we talk about tonight. So I've only started with 3 cars, but one of those cars is for a first-time buyer. It's a little smart car. So £30 a year road tax, beautiful, gorgeous little thing. The second car, I'm targeted at people who want a sports car. So I've got a sports car. And the third car, I've targeted at people who love classic cars. So I've got 3 different cars targeted at people. But do you know what I don't have? I don't have endless money to chuck at it, and I don't have artificial intelligence. So I'm spending every night looking at different free sites and things to try and put those cars on to get people to look at those cars. And I was watching an episode of Dragon's Den last night, and this lady, she had the most fabulous jam for children, and it was a sugar-free jam. And all the panel, all the dragons loved it. But they said she was looking for 50,000, and 3 of them said no. And I'm thinking, why are they saying no? It's such an obvious market for this thing. And they said, because we could give you the 50,000, but you're going to need a lot more money chucking at this. And do you know what my little car sales needs? A lot more money chucking at it. If I had 30 cars, I might sell 1 or 2, but I've only got 3, and I haven't got artificial intelligence. So for people out there in business that are watching tonight, you've probably got a good little business. I mean, I'm all set up. I've actually rented premises. The cars are gleaming. I've got motor trade insurance. I've got myself a little system called Sum Up, which means I can take debit and credit cards. And the lady that actually sold me that is now a founder in ONPASSIVE, and she's very pleased she is. And she's introduced one of her friends. So from a business point of view, in a matter of 2 weeks, I set myself up, to win. But I'm like the Dragon's Den people. There's not enough money to chuck at it, and they're thinking, well, how can she not? She got 1 backer in the end, but he wanted 4 times what she wanted to pay. So she went with it. She had to. She didn't really have a choice, but it's cost her 4 times, to get that on the market. So, we're all looking at things, and we've got loads of energy. We can chuck money at different things and things that we're good at. It doesn't mean to say we're going to be successful, does it? Because I'm in my 5th week and I haven't sold a car yet. So that's 5 weeks without any money whatsoever. Quite worrying, really. When you look at a company called ONPASSIVE, for a fraction of what I've invested now, it's going to give us security day and night in over 225 countries. So while we're sleeping, we haven't got to worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be another payday. And there's something else I watched with a lady called Kathy Burke, and it was about money. And she mentioned how we used to manage our money with banks. She said, we're all at work and we have to put our money through the banks, but the bank shuts at 3:30. So how can we manage our money? And she said, well, we can't. So we don't use banks anymore. Banks are all redundant. They're all being closed down, and we're doing our money a different way. So in ONPASSIVE, we'll have our own wallet. What's in your back pocket is an electronic wallet, and we'll be able to move money to our friends, family, other people. Like Red said, we'll have the marketplace. So there'll be people bringing in their businesses and services. So why look to buy online anywhere else when we can buy from ourselves and get better service? So the future is really bright, So as I wouldn't say down, but as frustrated as I am with the results I'm having, with all the money I've chucked into it, and I've done everything right in the last 5 weeks, it's just not working at the moment, but it will do. But look at the results we've got with ONPASSIVE and what we've got to look forward to. So I know we're close, and I know that everything's on track, and I'm working with some fantastic people here, and we don't get to do that, in the real world. So, ONPASSIVE, it's time for you to get extra excited, I think, and go back to the founding friends that you really want to help. If we all got one more person in this week, say, look, I've just got another person in Spain, and it's going to make a massive difference to him, because he's an entertainer and he's not making a great deal of money out in Spain, So I know that this year is going to be the last time he's going to have to worry about that, And isn't that nice that we can do something? So that's it from me. It's just, here's a way for you to become secure. And it's very important that we secure ourselves now. It doesn't matter what age you are. Just, isn't it nice to feel secure? So get that sorted out tonight with the person that introduced you. And tomorrow morning, you'll be glad you did. You won't wake up with buyer's remorse, not in this one. Okay, you can't beat consumers. And that's what we're here. We're going to get paid by consumers from all over the world. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, just Peter, if I can just jump in and add to that, what Paul said there. He's quite right. I mean, you talk about Dragon's Den, the first thing they look at is risk versus reward in terms of costs. What are the monthly costs? What's the marketplace and everything? And they're thinking this through all the time. I mean, what's the risk here? $97 over in the UK. It's about 70 odd pounds. We don't know for sure what the monthly cost is going to be yet, but let's say it's around the $250 mark, which is maybe just less than £200 here in this country. I mean, it doesn't take much to get into a profit. You talk about, I think one of the things we underestimate is the traffic, the AI. You know, if anybody's been in any sort of direct sales company, whether it's network marketing or not, getting customers is not easy. It's not easy, you know. And here we've got, it doesn't matter what your track record is over the years with different your skill sets. It doesn't matter. You've got a company here that you're paying to do all that for you. And I think it's going over a lot of people's heads, because yes, there are 750,000 founders in this business, but there's a lot of people not smell the coffee and have turned it down. A lot of people, and they just don't understand really what we've got here, because they can't get their head around the simplicity of it. They're overthinking it. They're overcomplicating the information they're looking at, you know, and it's there in front of them, isn't it? It doesn't matter whether they've been in the business for 6 months or 6 weeks. Come launch, that system is going to work in the same way for everyone, because everyone is paying the same monthly subscription for the same service. And that's the bottom line. So, yeah, I mean, as always, this is for guests. And if you're interested, you've just got to decide, you know, it's going to work for a lot of people here. You've got to decide whether you want it to work for you, really. So it's about getting back to the person that invited you to this meeting. And we're here every week. You know, some people need another look at things, and you hear something on the second week or the third presentation that you didn't hear the first time. You can even, you know, on the recordings, play them over and over again, but make the right decision for you. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Neil.
Thanks, Neil.
Okay, has anybody got any questions? If not, we're obviously going to end the presentation now. It's going to be a short one this week, because obviously the UK supporters of the England team want to watch the football tonight. So if you want to ask a question, please unmute yourself now. If not, Bruce, I see you've got your hand up.
Hello, wonderful presentation. Thank you so much, Red. New founders asked me, how can she get her grandchildren founders positions? So I suggested she ask here, but I think maybe she's too shy to ask. So I'm asking for her.
Okay, Andy, I see you got your hand up. You can answer that one. That would be great.
Hi, Bruce. Yeah, obviously, if they're underage to own a company, then what they can do is she can buy positions for the grandchildren and manage those positions until the kids are old enough. So what she does is if she goes onto my links in her back office and click on one of those the registration link, she can then put the kids within her group and have them run those accounts for them until they're old enough. It's also best to have a will in place, so that they are specifically designated to the grandchildren. You know, the worst thing you can do is die intestate and everything go into the kitty and let the government take their bit. If it's specific in the will, it makes life so much easier. So don't forget to do that, or don't forget to get her to do that, Bruce.
Thank you, Andy.
I was just having a bit of fun to myself then, you know. Another thing is, actually, I'm dyslexic. And when I saw the name, I thought it was Bruce Springsteen. I thought, hello, we've got Born in the USA, and it's Bruce Gerstein. Good to see you, Bruce, again. So it can be quite fun being dyslexic, but Bruce Springsteen, we're having a laugh. Good to see you. You're just as a legend.
It's funny, when I would go into my dentist's office, they all got excited because they all thought I was Bruce Springsteen. And it turned out whenever Bruce Springsteen came to Orlando, he actually used my dentist.
Okay, thanks, Bruce. Anybody else for any more?
Yeah, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Victor Gumalade from London, United Kingdom. I want to congratulate all our guests, all our founders that are here this evening. You are in the right place at the right time. And I want to actually encourage you this evening. How big is your dream? What is your dream? How obsessed are you to making it happen? If you can think it, you can achieve it. I don't believe that nothing is impossible for us. As long as we have the belief and we believe in ourselves, it will surely happen. Ash Mufala has created this opportunity for everybody all over the world that see the future. So that I can assure you, you can never fail with ONPASSIVE. I don't have much to say because of the football that is, coming ahead. But I just want to encourage you all, be a hero to someone else, and they will never forget you for the rest of your life. This is a company that will provide you traffic, that will provide you the people that will buy the products. You don't have to do anything. Just sit down and enjoy from home. May God bless you. I won't be able to talk much. Next week, just come here. I'll be ready to give you more motivational speech that will encourage you, that will energize you, that will, make you passionate about ONPASSIVE. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Victor, as usual. Okay, so any more? Got another few minutes left, and then we'll end the presentation.
I've got hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Elsa.
Yeah, you're okay, guys.
Oh, is it Azza?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my camera's not working. Something's wrong with my camera. Yeah, I've just got because we're gonna have all domain, so we're gonna have a domain that we can choose every day. So I've got a great one for Paul Angus. It's paulsbentleys.com for his car business. Somewhere in the, somewhere you can use there. Yeah, I mean, Ash came on yesterday, was fantastic, really blew our mind. And getting on these private webinars, every time he comes, it just blows our mind. Things that are in the background, we don't even know what's coming next. And once it's launched, it doesn't even stop there. Things are going to be coming one after the other. So this is the time, guys. Get in where you're fitting, or just leave it. Just carry on with what you're doing. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Hazar. Okay, I think we will finish there. And so, as everybody else has said, if you've obviously come along and been invited to this webinar by somebody, please get back to the person who invited you if you want more information. Obviously, you can always contact one of us, part of the UK and Ireland leadership group as well, in the Facebook group. So, any more? I can't see any more hands up. No, I think that's it. Okay, so we'll end it there. So thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you again on Wednesday here again for next week, or we'll see you on the company webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so we'll finish there. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again. Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.